Welcome to the Martha Bassett Show, coming to you from the historic Reeves Theater in Elkin, North Carolina, a home for music in the heart of the foothills. The Martha Bassett Show features national artists, local talent, and the music of Martha Bassett. Tonight on the show, we welcome Evie Laden, Zoe Cloyd, and Caudle Timberline. It's a great night with some of the finest music you'll hear anywhere. So let's get it started with Martha and the band on the classic Bill Haley and the Comets number, See You Later, Alligator.
Well, I saw my baby walking with another man today. Well, I saw my baby walking with another man today. When I asked her what's the matter, this is what I heard her say. See you later, alligator, after wild crocodile. See you later, alligator, after wild crocodile. Can't you see you're in my way now? Don't you know you grab my style? When I thought of what she told me, it nearly made me lose my head. When I thought of what she told me, nearly made me lose my head. But the next time that I saw her, reminded her of what she said. See you later, alligator, after wild crocodile. See you later, alligator, after wild crocodile. Can't you see you're in my way now? Don't you know you get my style? She said, I'm sorry, pretty daddy. You know my love is just for you. She said, I'm sorry, pretty daddy. You know my love is just for you. Won't you say that you forgive me and say your love for me is true? I said, wait a minute, Gator. I know you mean it just for play. I said, wait a minute, Gator. I know you mean it just for play. Don't you know you really hurt me? And this is what I have to say. See you later, alligator, after wild crocodile. See you later, alligator, after wild crocodile. Can't you see you're in my way now? Don't you know you cramp my style? See you later, alligator, after wild crocodile. See you later, alligator.
Yeah!
Great job. Great job, everybody. The innovative klezgrass music of Zoe Cloyd springs from the rich traditions and I'm going to start that again. The innovative klezgrass music of Zoe Cloyd springs from the rich traditions and complementary styles of fiddler Natalia Zoe Weinstein and multi-instrumentalist John Cloyd Miller. Descending from a lineage of klezmer and jazz musicians, Natalia trained classically in her home state of Massachusetts before moving south in 2004. John, a 12th generation North Carolinian and grandson of pioneering bluegrass fiddler Jim Shoemate, is a first place winner of the Chris Austin Songwriting Contest and the Hazel Dickens Songwriting Contest. Based in Asheville, North Carolina, Zoe Cloyd delight audiences with soaring harmonies and heartfelt songwriting, seamlessly combining original bluegrass, klezmer, old time, and folk with sincerity and zeal. Please give a warm welcome to Zoe Cloyd.
she was talking about.
I don't know.
Quite the bio. Who wrote that?
I'm not sure we can live up to that intro, but how's everybody doing tonight? So glad to be back here. It's been a few years, but yeah, it's so wonderful to be back here in Elkin and get to collaborate with all these wonderful musicians. This is just such a treat for us. So. Thought we'd start you off with a bluegrass number. This is one from my side of the musical collaboration of Zoe and Cloyd, I guess. This is one my grandpa Jim Shoemate played on with Flatt and Scruggs. They recorded this in 1948 for the Mercury label. So it's a really great old number called "We'll Meet Again, Sweetheart." So we'll give you a shot for you. 1, 2, 3. Time has come to say goodbye. I'm asking you to please don't cry. The time for me won't be so long to know you're happy back at home. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. We'll meet and never more to part. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. Don't cry, so please don't break my heart. So goodbye now, don't be blue. Try to be happy and be true. And remember what I say, sweetheart, we'll meet again someday. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. We'll meet and never more to part. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. Don't cry, so please don't break my heart. Oh, sweetheart, I'm leaving now. Yes, I'll soon be on my way. Each night upon my knees I'll pray, sweetheart, we'll meet again someday. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. We'll meet and never more to part. Someday we'll meet again, sweetheart. Don't cry, so please don't break my heart. Thanks, folks.
All right, thanks so much. Yes, that's in the lovely key of B.
Lovely key.
B for bluegrass. And now we're going to play another song in the key of B. Actually, I think it might be B minor. We're going to do a song from my family's musical traditions. As Martha mentioned, I have some klezmer and jazz musicians in my family. My grandfather was a professional klezmer musician, which is Jewish folk music. Has anybody heard of klezmer music before? Yeah. Okay, very cool, awesome. And he made his living here in the U.S. as a professional klezmer musician, which was not easy to do. He told my father, "Don't ever try to be a professional musician for your livelihood." But I unfortunately missed that memo until it was too late.
Yes, too late.
So we'll do a song from my grandfather's repertoire. He actually played saxophone and clarinet and flute. But this is one that was in his handwritten music notebooks called Ich bank nach mein Städtel, which means I long for my little town.
Zoe and Cloyd. So you mentioned that these songs were inspired by your families. Can you tell us a little bit about your most recent project?
Yes. So our album that we put out about a year ago is called Songs of Our Grandfathers. We've kind of always been connected to the music of our families, but we've never been intentional about sort of doing a project that really highlighted those traditions. So that was a really fun, I guess it's our 5th Zoe Cloyd album that we did together. So it was really fun to kind of dig back into the repertoire of John's grandfather, Jim Shoemate, who I learned a lot of amazing fiddle playing from, and also from my grandfather, David Weinstein's repertoire, and kind of try to merge those together into a cohesive project.
It's beautiful. Everybody was backstage going, wow, that is amazing. What is this?
It's different, yeah.
It is, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. So you guys were first on the show like the 2nd season. We were still pretty new. And
Really?
Yeah.
Was it that long
I
ago?
think so. I think it was that
5 or
long
6
ago.
years ago, yeah. It was pre-pandemic, right?
Time flies.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we had a little pandemic in there in the
Yeah,
middle.
Yeah.
But so then you had a small daughter, who I presume is a larger daughter now.
She's very tall now. She's 9 now. Yeah.
Is she musical?
She is, yeah. Oops, sorry, that's my fiddle mic, which is now caught on my pants. Okay. She started off with some fiddle and some piano, and most recently she's into guitar and Taylor Swift, so we'll see.
Nice.
She likes to write her own songs, though.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I believe I saw her on Facebook doing some Taylor Swift, so
Yes,
I
yes.
set you up for that.
Thank you, Facebook.
So I've known you guys for a long time, especially Natalia. She used to be the fiddler for, do you all remember Polecat Creek? Laurel Dossett and Carrie Sickenberger, she was in that band.
Yep, long time ago.
Yeah, that's where I met you. And then you guys started working together in a band.
Red June. Well, we did
Red
Lo-Fi
June.
Breakdown first, and then Red June. This is probably
Okay.
when you got introduced to us, yeah.
And you've been working, just the two of you, or as the core of a larger band for a while now.
Yes.
Yeah, 9 years. Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, time
Well, I'm
flies.
so happy to have you back on the show. Will you share another song with us?
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Yes, and thanks again for having us on the show. Oh, thank you. We'll do a song from our previous record, not the grandfather's one, but this has a connection to that. My grandfather, Jim Shoemate, was born over in Wilkes County, not too far from here, actually, up on a mountain called Chestnut Mountain. He was born, in a cabin on a mountain like you hear in so many bluegrass songs. And that piece of land is still, thankfully, in our family. And I wrote this song about that place, so it's called Chestnut Mountain. I was a boy, not over knee high, when I first went to Chestnut, the home place up on a mountainside, the place where my grandpa lived as a child. There once was a farm there, some years they barely got by. They cut down the chestnuts, cursing the blight. Sold them for 10 bark, that's all you could do when they died. All that's left are the graves on a hill, a couple of white chimneys standing there now. Memories floating back of my mind, I wanna go back in time. Years went on by, as years always do. Even on Chestnut, life changed a lot up there too.
was there, except for great grandma and the home they all had once shared. All that's left are the graves on a hill, a couple of chimneys standing there now. Memories floating back in my mind. I wanna go back in time. Home sites were offered up if you qualify, but they can't take our home place, no matter how hard they may try. But now there's an iron gate at the foot of the hill. They locked up old Chestnut, but voices are singing there still. All that's left are the graves on a hill, a couple of chimneys standing there now. Memories floating back in my mind. I wanna go back in time. 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 I wanna go back in
Thank you so much, friends.
That was Zoe and Cloyd. They'll be back in the second half of the show. The Martha Bassett Show is thrilled to partner with Atrium Health, Wake Forest Baptist, the lead sponsor of The Martha Bassett Show. The U.S. News & World Report's 2023 edition of Best Graduate Schools ranked Wake Forest University School of Medicine among the top 50 research programs in the nation. They are the gold standard of healthcare. The Wake Forest Baptist Davie Medical Center made the Becker Hospital Review list of top-rated hospitals for patient experience state by state. It's Atrium Health, Wake Forest Baptist, where innovation and compassion meet. We are also very excited to announce our newest sponsor to the Martha Bassett Show, Mast General Store. Established in 1883, these folks are family and employee owned. It's Mast General Store, not just a store, it's a destination. Now, let's get back to the beautiful Reeves Theater stage in Elkin, North Carolina with Kyle, Caudle, and Timberline.
Good evening. This song is called Foothills Forever.
couple days ago. Didn't know my way around, didn't know a soul. But you opened up your doors, threw me in close. Oh, I just got here, already feel home. Aroma in the air, like a place I know, where nobody's in a hurry, the words so sweet and slow. Oh, I can slow down slow as you wanna go. Oh, I just got here, already feel home. Yeah, I just got here, already feel home. I ran so far away to be erased. Now I'm coming back, back to you. Foot is forever, foot on forever, be true. Like a place I know, where nobody's in a hurry, the words so sweet and slow. Oh, I can dive down deep as you wanna go. Oh, I just got here, already feel. Yeah, I just got here, already feel. I ran so far away to be erased. Now I'm coming back, back to you. Foot is forever, go on forever. I'm coming back to you. Foot is forever, foot is forever, be true. Just got here, already feel home.
Kyle Caudle and Timberline. Kyle, so nice to have you back on the show.
It's good to be back, Martha.
Will you introduce your band to,
Yeah,
to
so
these
back
folks?
here on the drum kit, we got Ryan Frost. On bass, we have Leland James. And over here on guitar, and later to be lap steel, Nick Bullens. Oh, and I forgot our fifth member, Tommy Jackson, back there on the organ.
Tommy's the leader of the Reeves house band, so I know a lot of you already know him. How long have you guys been together?
Yeah, well, I think it's been together, like a year and a half now. Nick is our newest addition. Martha came out to my EP release in February of this year, and I called Nick up in January, or I messaged him on Instagram, and said, hey, you want to learn 20 songs? And he did, and he's still with us. But yeah, so we've been playing, my first Leland here, we've been playing together for about a year and a half, and then Ryan about a year, so.
Fantastic.
Tommy played on my EP, so yeah.
I love your sound, and I see you've added a sixth member for this song.
We do have a sixth member, yeah.
Tell us about this song.
So this song's called Saluda. I was born in Winston-Salem, but I grew up in Columbia, South Carolina. And there's a river there's three rivers that flow through town, but one of those is Saluda. There's also a town in North Carolina near that river named after the same thing, yeah. And so I used to swim in that river, and the thing is, in Columbia, the river comes out from the bottom of the Lake Murray Dam, and so it's 100 degrees in the summer there, but that water feels like it's 50 degrees. So this song's about swimming in a river as a kid. Let's go down to the water. It's only getting hotter. They climb a big old oak and jump right in. They're sinking down to the bottom, all worries forgotten. Shiver in the river with my friends. Oh, it feels okay. Worries wash away, swimming in the shade, Saluda riverbank. I'm okay. I met the doctor's daughter, too scared to call her. Her number's fading on my skin. I wonder if she'd bother to follow me to the water, to slide off our shoes and saunter in. Oh, it feels okay. The worries wash away, swimming in the shade, I'm okay. I found a silver dollar and cast it in the water. Made a wish for summer to never end. Now every autumn, as the leaves are falling, I drift on down Saluda again. Oh, it feels okay. Worries wash away, swimming in the shade, Saluda riverbanks. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. Thank you.
The Reeves Theater has recently launched the Reeves Downtown School of Music right up the street in the old Arts Council building. Through programs like the newly established Evie Good Scholarship Fund, they are a nonprofit dedicated to providing music lessons to all instruments, all ages instruction in group and individual lesson settings. Learn old-time, bluegrass theory, composition, and more. Learn more at reevesmusic.org. The Martha Bassett Show is also supported in part by Hugh Chatham Health. Hugh Chatham Health offers virtual care services 7 days a week from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Hugh Chatham Virtual Care allows you to access a healthcare provider at a time that is convenient for you. If you are in need of medical assistance, you may schedule your appointment with a Hugh Chatham provider by downloading the Hugh Chatham Virtual Care app or visiting hughchatham.org. Virtual Care. Now, let's get back to the show with Martha. What's next?
Next is the 1928 classic from Dorothy Fields and Jimmy McHugh, I Can't Give You Anything But Love.
I can't give you anything but love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, we're sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you've always pined for. Gee, I'd like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets Woolworths doesn't sell, baby. Till that lucky day, you know damn well, baby, I can't give you anything but love. Love, baby, that's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, we're sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you've always pined for. Gee, I'd like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets Woolworths doesn't sell, day, you know damn well, baby, I can't give you anything. I can't give you anything. I can't give you anything but love.
Thank you. Banjo player, singer, songwriter, percussive dancer, choreographer, and square dance caller, Evie Laden has always been surrounded by music. Credit to her upbringing as a daughter of an international folk dance teacher and an old-time folk music devotee. She grew up thinking that playing music, dancing, and singing with others was just what people do. Though entrenched in the traditional cultural arts of Appalachia, her home was in New York City, Baltimore, and now Oakland, in cities, not mountains. But tradition bearers came through and played in her living room, with weekends spent at music festivals and house parties. Evie's performances and recordings and teaching reconnect Appalachian music and dance with other African diaspora traditions, and have been heard from A Prairie Home Companion to Lincoln Center, Hardly Strictly Bluegrass, and Celtic Connections. This is her second appearance on the show. Will you please welcome back Evie Laden?
How's everybody doing? I can't tell you how happy I am to be here. We'll come down from the mountains to the rolling hills, where the mist settles in the valley, and corn grows on cold limestone. Come down to the door of my home, come down to the door of my home. Headed for the Smokies at the Blue Highway to me. Tobacco barns and bluegrass rolls up to 73. Come up now and come alone. Come down to the door of my home. Yep. The wind is warm, so am I. I'm waiting for you, dear. In the pines, you'd be mine if you would come near. Come up now and come alone. Come down to the door of my home. Come down from the mountains to the rolling hills, where the mist settles in the valley and corn grows on cold limestone. Come down to the door of my home. Down to the door of my home. Down to the door. Come down to the door. Come down from the mountains to the rolling hills, where the mist settles in the valley and corn grows on cold limestone. Come down to the door of my home. Yep. Thank you. Thank you so much. I live out in Oakland, California, and I'm not from there, but I've been there for a good long time. And I always love coming east, and this was a whole month of being east. And I landed in East Tennessee, out at that Kaufman camp. I taught for 2 days and came down with COVID. So I spent the next 5 days in Irwin, Tennessee, at an Airbnb, getting away from everybody, and then the next 5 days out in Marshall, at a friend's place. And so all of my best laid plans, if you're a musician, you're booking 12 to 18 months out. Best laid plans. Well, every time I've come down this way, it's been for music or gigs or to see friends. And I have to tell you, I had never spent that much time hiking around in the hills. And you live in a beautiful place. It was really incredible. Are you getting a signal all right from this? All right, so I have to say, because I couldn't be near anybody, I spent a good bit of time in the Nolichucky and the Laurel and the French Broad. Because when life goes sideways, and even when life is good, there's no place I would rather be than in the water. Well, under the waterline, gravity ends, my body is no thing. It's a skeleton floating in space. time with no wind under the waterline. There is no tread, but out of the water, the world it comes again in all its greatness and all its pain. Gravity settles right on my head out of the water. There's a heavy tread, but right on the surface, well, it ripples and it pools. Day becomes night, and we all are fools. At the horizon where gravity starts, out in the open, my beating heart. Under the waterline, I hear my pulse roar. My body is free to move once more. No weight on my shoulders, and no thoughts in my head. Under the waterline, I'll make my bed, but right on the surface, well, it ripples and it pools. Day becomes night, and we all are fools. At the horizon where gravity starts, out in the open, my beating heart. Well, under the waterline, look up at the sky, it never stops moving. No patterns to find, the world's in motion. But under that line, time it goes backwards to when you were mine. Thank you.
Evie Laden. That was beautiful, Evie.
Thank you.
So I know you live in Oakland now. Where did you originally grow up?
The hills of New York City.
Hills of New York City.
Kind of between New York and Baltimore. And when I tell people that, they say, so Delaware? I was like, no, bouncing between parents, New York and Baltimore.
So tell me about your new projects. I know you have a couple of new records out, and that was an interesting story.
Well, I have a band that I play with, and I'm just going to give a little plug because I skipped all my gigs, so I have a lot of merch with me that I didn't expect to be carrying around, and because most people might not be playing CDs anymore, I also made Evie Laden bandanas. Because even if you don't have a CD player, you still need to blow your nose. So that's my plug. I'm sticking with it. But we put out a live album, and I feel like my forte as a performer is as a live performer. And so we recorded an album at the Freight and Salvage in Berkeley, California, and put out that live album. And then I also have a record of fiddle and banjo duets with 17 different fiddle players all across the country, because I don't have one fiddle player I play with all the time. So splitting the difference there.
Well, that sounds like fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I know you do a lot of teaching as well and dancing. Tell us a little bit about how you use your time. You're playing music, you're dancing, you're teaching.
Well, you know, I like
traveling.
to, as a friend told me, I like to diversify my portfolio.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so I've spent about a third of the time performing and a third teaching, and I teach on a platform called Peghead Nation. I have about 350 banjo students on that platform that I don't ever see, so that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
But I also do some live teaching and then do a bunch of dancing and flat foot clogging and body percussion and all kinds of stuff, and I'll do a little bit of that in the second set, I think.
She's also got some really cool videos of her songs, so
all kinds of crazy stuff up there.
look her up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, we've got one more song before intermission. Will you tell us about it?
Ooh, this song. Well, bonus points goes to anyone who knows which Beatles song inspired the lyrics of this one, and it's got a great chorus, and I'm really glad that Martha wanted the band to join me on this, so this is a real treat for me. Y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. I no longer mind the cold. I no longer mind the pain, as long as I don't have to see you again. I no longer mind the sun shining right in my eyes, as long as I don't see you passing me by. 'Cause you passed me by, you made me cry, you made me blue, baby, you, only you. You gave me dreams, they're not what they seem. I believed in you, baby, you, only you. I no longer mind your friends, I no longer mind their stares, as long as I don't have to pretend I care. I no longer mind the moonlight shining in my lonely room, as long as you don't say you are coming back soon. 'Cause you passed me by, you made me cry, you made me blue, baby, you, only you. You gave me dreams, they're not what they seem. I believed in you, baby, you, only you, baby, you, only you.
Evie Laden.
Thank you.
All right, folks, it's intermission time. Please check out the merch table, grab a drink, and we'll see you back here in about 15 minutes.
Welcome back to the second half of the Martha Bassett Show, featuring Evie Laden, Zoe Cloyd, and Kyle Caudle and Timberline. That's Ryan Frost, Leland James, Nick Bullens, and Tommy Jackson. We'd like to give a big welcome to all of our listeners on Radio Bristol. Housed in the birthplace of Country Music Museum, Radio Bristol is a radio station and online destination for music fans who want more from the earliest seeds of country to today. Americana and roots artists. It's WBCM, Radio Bristol. Lowe's Foods provided our hospitality this evening. And we're proud to say that the Martha Bassett Show artist accommodations are provided by 3 Trails, part of the Carolina Experience. They're your boutique hotel, steps from the Reeves Theater. These folks have designed 14 units with a modern flair highlighting the building's architectural history. They also have a rooftop patio. And if you come to the Martha Bassett Show, you get 10% off your stay. Just use promo code MARTHA10. Now, let's get back to the Reeves stage in beautiful downtown Elkin with Martha Bassett and the band.
Can't buy me love, love, can't buy me love. Buy you a diamond ring, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. Get you anything, my friend, if it makes you feel alright. Well, I don't care too much for money, money can't buy me love. I'll give you all I got to give if you say you love me too. To give, but what I got I'll give to you. I don't care too much for money. Money can't buy me love, can't buy me love. Everybody tells me so, can't buy me love. No, 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 no. Say you don't need no diamond rings and I'll be satisfied. Tell me that you want the kind of things the money just can't buy. For money, money can't buy me love. Can't buy me love. Everybody tells me so. Can't buy me love. No, 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 no. For money, money can't buy me love, can't buy me love, love, can't buy me love. Thank you.
Please welcome back Zoe and Cloyd.
Thank you so much. Well, we thought...
we were having a fun dance party in the back there.
Yes,
Can't
we
buy
were.
me love.
Well, we heard so much about Evie's dancing that they were talking about, so we thought we would have Evie dance. What do you guys think?
Maybe Rex can play some fiddle, and maybe
Yeah.
we can get a little closer together here. We've got some tails on our mics.
Yeah. When you get musicians together, you often see collaboration, so that's what you're seeing right
It
now,
happens.
folks. Spontaneous collaboration.
We're going to do a little fiddle tune called The Big Scioto. All right, ready? Thanks, y'all. That was fun.
Wasn't that worth it? Yeah.
Did you lose the fiddle? Is that me clicking? Not locking it.
Oh my. We're gonna have the band come out and play on a good old chestnut. Not Chestnut Mountain, but another chestnut.
A chestnut is a
good old-timey
good
song.
number. A popular but good number.
This is a number that has been recorded by a lot of people over the years. It's a good. It's definitely a bluegrass standard. My grandpa used to play this with Bill Monroe on the Grand Ole Opry back in 1945. We thought this would be a really fun one to get everybody going on. Fun number called the Rocky Road Blues. We'll see if we can get this thing started off here, right?
Y'all remember how we rehearsed it?
Ish. All right. Ready? Oh, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long, long, long. Oh, the road is rocky, but it won't be rocky long. Another man has got my woman and gone. Soles of my shoes. Lord, I got those blues. I'm wearing out the soles of my shoes. My girl went away and left me. She left me with the low down blues. Well, you never miss your water till the well run dry. Oh, you never miss your water till the well run dry. You never miss your woman till she said goodbye.
Thanks, y'all.
The Martha Bassett Show is supported in part by our fine business friends of the show, Bowen Town and Country Furniture, Buckeye Advisors, and Buckeye Moving and Storage, and Icon Custom Builders, giving your home transformation through renovation. Buckeye Advisors makes moving seamless with professional and personal assistance, including turnkey services from downsizing and packing to unpacking and complete setup. Their specialties include transitions to retirement communities, preparing homes for the market, and connecting to resources to enable independent living at home. It's Buckeye Advisors and Buckeye Moving and Storage for when you need more than a mover. And Bowen Town and Country Furniture, Local and family owned since 1956. American brands by skilled craftsmen using fine design and engineering and still producing beautiful furniture right here in North Carolina. It's furniture made to use, not just made to sell. Speaking of North Carolina, let's give a big North Carolina welcome to Evie Laden, who came all the way from California.
The clouds are gathering fast. A storm is growing nigh. How fierce the blast to come from up on high, to come from up on high. Oh, how the storm may roar and fearful sights I see. Oh, love will bear me o'er throughout eternity, throughout eternity. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh God, thy will be done on earth as up above. Oh, precious Holy One, send thy redeeming love, send thy redeeming love. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, how the storm may roar and fearful sights I see. Oh, love will bear me o'er throughout eternity, throughout eternity. Thank you so much. Well, I'm so excited that Martha wanted the whole band to join me on this next song. That last one is a song called The Storm that came from a man named Lotus Dickey, one of the best names in old-time music, from southern Indiana. Lotus Dickey, he wrote that. I don't think he did all that body music with it, but I just loved the sentiment there. And we're going to do a song that I wrote, and I'm sure you have heard Johnny Cash's song, I've Been Everywhere. Well, I wrote a song called Almost Everywhere. And it's a response to what I've seen driving back and forth across the country all these years.
And it's got a great video.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we filmed it in the aisles of Target. Shh. Woo! 1, 2, 3. New York to New Orleans and every point in between. San Francisco, Palmer, I've been almost everywhere. Well, everywhere ain't worth it anymore if it all comes from the same source. Well, I ain't no Johnny Cash, I never claimed to be, but I still got the gas pedal riding under me. Well, my job, it takes me on the road, riding, rolling, gotta drive. I paid off all I owed, never had a 9 to 5. The more the years go by, every exit looks the same. I can't believe my eyes, a homogeneity. Mickey D don't have to talk to folks. You don't have to leave your car. You do your business by remote. Everywhere ain't worth it anymore if it all comes from the same store. Well, in my hometown they're tearing pretty houses down. Behind them rising boxes filled with boxes, no surprises. Everywhere ain't worth it anymore if it all comes from the same store. That shirt says USA, but it's made in Singapore, and it all comes from the same store. Cut down the Amazon and deliver it to your front door, and it all comes from the same store. Enough is enough, but more is more, and it all comes from the same store. New York to New Orleans, every point in between, it all comes from the same store. San Francisco bomber, I've been almost everywhere, it all comes from the same store. Well, everywhere ain't worth it anymore if it all comes from the same store.
Y'all, this is Evie Laden. Put your hands together for her.
Go right into it.
She's got a smile that it seems to me reminds me of childhood memories, where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Now and then when I see her face, she takes me away to that special place. And if I stay too long, I'll probably break down and cry. Sweet child of mine, sweet love of mine. She's got eyes of the bluest skies, as if they thought of rain. I hate to look into those eyes and see an ounce of pain. Her hair reminds me of a warm, safe
Reagan Mitchell on the saxophone, Rex McGee on the fiddle. This is Nick Falk on the drums.
You're listening to the Martha Bassett Show on National Public Radio, live from the Reeves Theater in Elkin, North Carolina. That was Martha Bassett and the band on the Guns N' Roses song, Sweet Child of Mine. The Martha Bassett Show is supported in part by Explore Elkin, your one-stop travel source for the Yadkin Valley and beyond. If you're looking for hometown charm, historic landmarks, Main Street shopping, and fine dining, come stay a while in downtown Elkin. Elkin is a small town with a big community. So whether it's downtown events, music, hiking, or just paddling the Blue Water Trail, let Explore Elkin help you find your trail. You can learn more on Facebook or at exploreelkin.com. Support for the Martha Bassett Show also comes from these fine downtown Elkin businesses. Mountain High Metals, the Elk Pharmacy, Yoga on Main, Coley Hall at the Liberty, Angry Troll Brewing, Yadkin Valley Quilts, the Wisdom Table, and Elkin's cutest little cocktail bar, Fruition.
Kyle Caudle is a singer-songwriter from the North Carolina foothills. Of his songwriting, he says, "I write songs about feeling better. I like exploring characters and themes on the edges of hope and discovery. I'm drawn to the spaces between hope and despair, doubt and wonder." Kyle's songs tread the Americana waters, drinking deeply from folk, country, rock, and pop. After spending years performing as a bass player and secondary songwriter and arranger for Caleb Caudle and the Bayonets, Kyle has emerged as a wise voice all his own. Please welcome back to our stage, Kyle Caudle and Timberline.
Thank you, Martha, for those kind words.
You're very welcome.
This song is called Florence Bonfires. And by the end of it, if you hear some words and you want to sing along, because it repeats a lot of the choruses, please join in. When Brother Johnny walked in the Florence Church of Christ, the sweat on his forehead and fire in his eyes. So we're gonna get it started, gonna get it right, oh, rage your collections. Bring a sacrifice, we're going higher. By and by we go higher. By and by we go higher. By and by we go higher and higher. Somewhere in the sky. Follow Brother Johnny to the parking lot outside. There was a barrel in the middle, and the flames did rise. Over one by one, their albums in, watch the plastic melt away. It smelled like sin, rising higher. By and by, go higher. By and by, go higher. By and by, go higher and higher. Something within me felt my spirit lift. Every kick drum kick, every guitar riff, rising higher. By and by we go higher. By and by we go higher. By and by we go higher and higher. In the sky. Bonfire, we'd already backslid. Walked into the record store, bought them albums again. And one by one, cranked the volume higher. Drown out the memory of the Florence bonfire, rising higher. rising higher, rising higher. Thank you all.
Kyle Caudle.
This next one's called Mona Lisa. It's about noticing things and noticing other people. It's good to see you all. Millions of eyes have seen me. No one ever sees me like you do. Millions travel miles to see me. No one ever sticks around like you. Watching the world through a camera, flashes on the fan in the flame. Millions call me Mona Lisa, only you can call me by my name. Millions ask why she's smiling. Smiling faces laugh until they're blue. Millions ask what she's hiding. I only share my secrets with you. Watching the world through a camera, flashes on the fan in the flame. Millions call me Mona Lisa, only you can call me by my name. If you're asking that, you may need a closer view. 'Cause millions of eyes have seen me, but no one ever sees me like you do. Watching the world through a camera, flashes on the fan in the flame. Millions call me Mona Lisa, only you can call me by my name. Thank you all. Early in February of this year, I released an EP. I have it available. It's called Devices, and this is the title track off of there.
Do you want to talk about the email that you send out, the Devices?
Yeah, I send out a newsletter. It's called Devices. I'm getting ready to change the name of it.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be called Silent Strum, but yeah, I interview songwriters and that kind of thing and write about the art of songwriting, and yeah.
I've enjoyed it very much.
It's on Substack. Please do.
Okay. You might listen to these lyrics and hear a spiritual undercurrent, and Kyle happens to be a pastor also, so that's no coincidence. He thinks a lot about these things.
And I just, I like the microphone. In all seriousness, no. Yeah, this song, it can kind of go both ways, but I hope you get into it. The is kind of the first song I wrote that got me back into songwriting. So last time, right after the pandemic, I played the first, I think, Martha Bassett Show after that. Martha was kind enough to welcome me to this show, and I played by myself. And this time I have the band with me, so it's really awesome to kind of see this song develop. I think I opened up with this song that night, and so the song's called Devices.
Try to meet you my way. I may never meet you at all. Can't trust myself to my devices. I don't even know what I I try to meet you my way. Eagle up against the wall, hiding behind every divider, too afraid of after the fall. Now I run to chase you. Try to meet you my way, pacing up and down the halls, searching for answers on my devices. Doesn't tell me nothing at all. Still I try to meet you Try to meet you my way. I may never meet you at all.
Kyle Caudle and Timberline. Thank you guys so much. Let's bring everybody back out on stage. Please put your hands together for Zoe and Cloyd. For Evie Laden. For Kyle Caudle and Timberline. And for this whole house band. And we want to thank you for being here. You're the reason we do this. It means so much that you're here with us. As you know, we're going to take a little break for 4th of July, so come back and see us the third Thursday in July. I want to thank the Reeves Theater for being our marvelous home. And again, thank you for being here. Thank you to the live stream folks who are tuning in. And we're going to end with a song that I bet you know. Feel free to sing along with us. She grew up in an Indiana town, had a good-looking mama who never was around. She grew up tall and she grew up right with them Indiana boys on an Indiana night. Well, she moved down here at the age of 18. She blew the boys away, it was more than they'd seen. I was introduced and we started grooving. She said, I dig you, baby, but I gotta keep it moving. Keep moving on.
for tuning in, and to our beautiful live audience, let's hear it for Evie Laden, Zoe Cloyd, Kyle Caudle, and Timberline. How about our fearless leader, Martha Bassett? The band tonight was Nicholas Falk, Russell Kelly, Reagan Mitchell, Rex McGee, Ben Singer, and me, Pat Lawrence. Jeff Irving, James Brickey, and Doug Williams of Electro Magnetic Radiation Recorders handled the sound. Eric DeLager, Danny Carr, and Brady Reed handled the video broadcast. Bevan Dyer managed the stage, and Miranda Carr is out there selling that merch. It's the Martha Bassett Show. It's good music for good people. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a great 4th of July and come back and see us.